Alright, so today I'm going to give you a motivational speech on how to have a positive attitude. So first, I'm going to start with a little story. When I first went to college, I was moving into the dorms and I was so excited to meet new people, start a new life, and start my career off. When I first got there, I was so scared and I wasn't sure what to think about everything, and I knew it was a new step in my life and I was going to learn a lot from the people around me. So when I first moved into the dorms, I met my roommate Emily. She was very outgoing, fun, and really easy to get along with. We instantly became best friends, and she was just someone who really changed my view on my own attitude. So to begin, we hung out all the time. We were inseparable. We were like sisters. And she was just outgoing and had a lot of energy and really liked to get out there and do a lot of new things. I was a little more reserved and I wasn't sure what to explore with her or without her because I was new to the whole environment and I wasn't sure how I felt about Stout in general, and kind of was more of a homebody. I wanted to be home with my family and friends from home, but Emily was the type of person who got me out there, got me involved in different activities, and just wanted to be around people. Things started to get a little bit hectic with Emily. She was missing her boyfriend from home, her parents, her friends, and there were times when she did not want to be there either. She first kind of switched tracks and decided the whole apparel design major that we were in together, she wasn't sure if she wanted to pursue it anymore. So she first switched into a different major and was kind of undecided on what she wanted to do with life. As things progressed, I noticed her attitude became more and more somber towards school. She thought about dropping out and wasn't sure what direction to take in life. Personally, I encouraged her to follow the track of school and keep going with what she had going for herself, and she was a very strong girl. Her boyfriend, however, kind of was pushing her to go a different way in life and wanted her to move home, get out of school, and not be at Stout anymore, which was about 4 hours away. In the middle of a winter night, I woke up to about 6 or 7 police officers and firemen in my dorm room, and at the time I was sleeping and I was so confused. I was like, what is going on? I'm not sure who these guys are, and I hopped out of bed and I saw police officer badges and I saw Emily laying on the floor and her face was completely purple, and the first thing I thought was, what happened to her? And I soon took a friend's car and rushed to the hospital. I found out Emily overdosed on a bunch of medications, and first thing I thought, she wasn't happy with her life, and second thing I thought is, she gonna be okay? And I was so worried and sick to my stomach. The next day, Emily was okay. She had a few things wrong with her. She was very sick and needed to go home to get stable for herself. After that, I needed to take a step away and evaluate everything that happened, and I felt like my world was crushed. I didn't know how to go through school without Emily because she was my rock there. She helped me through so many things, and I thought, how am I supposed to get through school without Emily by my side? And at that point, I thought I either drop out of school or stay in school. And that's when I realized I needed to be in charge of my own life, my own attitude. Emily wasn't going to affect what I was going to do with my life. And I once found this quote, which helped me through many times and still helps me through what times that I have where I struggle today. It's by Charles Swindoll, and it's one of my favorite quotes. It says, "The longer I live, the more I realize the impact of attitude on my life. Attitude to me is more important than facts. It's more important than the past, the education, the money, than circumstances, than failure, than successes, than what other people think or say or do. It is more important than appearance, giftedness, or skills. I can make or break a company or a church, a home. A remarkable thing is that we have a choice every day regarding the attitude we embrace for the day. We cannot change our past. We cannot change the fact that people will always act a certain way. We cannot change the inevitable. The only thing we can do is play on the only string we have, and that is our attitude. I am convinced that life is 10% what happens to me and 90% of how I react to it. And so it is with you. We are in charge of our attitudes." And this quote made me, from that day forward, establish a lifestyle for myself. And every day when I wake up in the morning, these are the 4 steps I take to having success, not only for me, my life, but for others around me, for others I work with, for others that I'm in school with. And this is how I embrace my day and how you can embrace your day too. So the first step is I visualize my day. I look at the things I need to get done for the day and visualize how I can accomplish them. Make sure that I accomplish them in a positive manner and that I accomplish all the tasks I want to accomplish for the day. The second step is I implement my plan and life goals. So I go with it with a positive attitude. I never think a negative thing about it. I think there's got to be a positive out of every circumstance. The next thing is I think about the future goals, not just today goals, but things that will help me in my career goals or in next week's goals, monthly goals, yearly goals. The fourth thing is I read this quote once a day, and by reading it I can get myself out of a negative situation, thinking that not only things that happen to me I can't change, but it's all about the attitude I have, because some things are just going to happen to you, such as if you're going to get in a car accident that day, or if you are going to get sick that day. That stuff is just going to happen, but the attitude you have can change how you feel about it. And lastly, if you ever feel as if your attitude isn't positive, you can also, I can email everyone this quote, and they can live by it too. And just remember that you're in charge of your own attitude. Thank you.